Hey, how's everybody? So, I'm sure some of you may encounter on a job a black female supervisor or either manager that may happen to have a sense of both arrogance and entitlement just because they may have a certain level of authority. Specifically, you black men that may be dealing with a black woman of that in that regard, because judging from my personal experiences being on the job working underneath black women, by them being on my current job dealing with black overseers, either managers or supervisors, they from time to time may take their job titles to their head and a little bit too far to the point where they may feel like they could say anything about certain co-workers, gossip about them, and no matter what, even if you may be a certain guy on the job, specifically black guy, because those same female supervisors or managers will go out of their ways sometimes, just sometimes, to be nice, much nicer, or a little bit, not a whole lot more nicer, but sometimes just a tad bit more nicer to their white female, I mean, not white female, white male employees as opposed to their black male employees. And one reason is due to how black women always has had a secret fetish for white men. But I digress. Anyway, it's been times before when I would be at a grocery store or shopping and spot a black supervisor or manager, and I would overhear her talking to certain coworkers, whether they may be black or white, well, certain employees, let me rephrase that, whether they may be black, either black or white employees, like they didn't have feelings at all, like they would talk to a dog. And I don't understand what it is about us, our fellow black women, once they get a much more higher level of authority or power. It's like you don't, most of y'all black women, y'all just don't know how to deal with it. Y'all become, in most cases, extremely arrogant. In most cases, very attitudinal or very, excuse my language, bitchy, moody from time to time, messy, that much more on the job, so messy to the point where, once again, you think you could be able to talk to different employees, and whether you know it or not, those same employees who you like to talk to any kind of way or talk about, gossip about, are the main ones you are always looking for to do tasks for you to take orders from you. What is it about you black women? I'll never be able to understand the reason some of you are come across is so arrogant, and not just on the job, not just all the time, either black supervisors or managers, because judging from my personal experiences working with female black coworkers, they seem to have, in most cases, just as high of a sense of entitlement, and both entitlement and arrogance as the black supervisor, female supervisors and managers as well, to the point where black female co-workers, to all my brothers, black brothers that's listening to this video, could be just as much as a pain in the ass, excuse my language once again, to work around once you enter the workforce, as the black women that are of a much more higher level or a part of management, the black women that are a part of management. I mean, we, us as black men, it seems like has to catch hell on the job, because at one while you're on a job, the white man, both the white man and the white woman, will usually be the main ones to give the average black man hell on the job. Now you can say it's the other way around. The average black either manager, if not manager, or supervisor, female supervisor, is the main one always now doing the white managers or supervisors dirty work. And not only that, I mean, sometimes you could have it where there may be both a black supervisor, female supervisor, manager that may have to work along with a black white supervisor, excuse me, or manager, who in most cases is usually the black manager or supervisor's overseer. And even when it comes to white, in some cases, although they could be assholes too, whether they may be a white male supervisor, a white female supervisor manager, they every now and then you may catch a white supervisor or manager that may be hard on black men on the job, but not to the degree as a black female supervisor or manager, if you catch my drift. And for some of you guys, black guys that may be listening to this video, that's either worked underneath a black female manager or supervisor, let me know in the comment section if they seem to give you a much more, or has seen to give you a much more harder time than a white supervisor or manager, where there may have been a white male manager or supervisor, or a white female manager or supervisor. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video, and make sure you share both the video and the channel so my video could become more mainstream as well. Till next time, I hope you all have a very blessed, safe, and prosperous day.